Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you all for joining us on this Shabbat evening as we prepare to welcome in the Sabbath with the Kabbalat Shabbat service. Kabbalat Shabbat, as I like to call it, chicken soup for the soul. It is a collection of psalms that are sung to tunes that are enjoyable. If you know them or if you're picking them up as we go, please feel free to join in, sing along, loud, with lots of ruach. If the occasion beholds you, you could even feel free to start dancing. That is totally appropriate. Absolutely. If it moves you, you don't have to, but if it moves you, feel free. We will have the entire service on the screens. If you prefer to follow along with the book, we'll start deep, and then we're going to race back 500 pages. So we'll start on page 636 with my favorite, Yedid Nefesh. The only one of these that actually isn't a psalm during Kabbalat Shabbat. Yedid Nefesh, Aparachaman, Mishoch Abdach, El Ritzonach, Yarutz Abdach, Kemo Ayal, Yishach Abel Mu'adarecha, Ki Eravo Yedidutach, Mino Fetzuf V'chotam, Adonai Ziv Haolam, Nafshi Cholat Ahavatach, Ana Elna Refanala, Beharot La Noam Zivach, Astit Chazek, V'titrape, V'haitalach, Shivchat Olam, Vatikemu, Narachamecha, V'chuzna, Abeno Havach, Kizekama, Nichsof Nichsaf, Lirot V'tiferet Uzach, Ana Eli, Machmad Libi, Chushana, Ve'altit Alam, Higalena, Ufros Chaviv Alai, Et Sukat Shelomach, Ta'ir Eretz Mikvodach, Nagila V'nismecha Vach, Ma'ahu Kiva Moed, V'chaneni Ki Me'am, Yadadai-dai-dai-dai, Yadadai-dai-dai-dai, Yadadai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai, Yadadai-dai-dai-dai, 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 yada da 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 yada da da. Ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 ya da da da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Right? Let's go. So we take our next steps toward welcoming the Sabbath. We turn back 505 pages, 506 pages to page 130. We start our litany of Psalms, and we start with one of my 95 favorite Psalms, Psalm 95. Lechu neranen al Adonai, nari aletzur yishenu, nekadma fanav betodah, bizmirot nari alo, ki el gadol Adonai, nu melech gadol al kol Elohim, asher biyado mecharei haaretz, come, let us sing joyously to Adonai. Raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song. For Adonai is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings. In God's hands are the depths of the earth. The peaks of the mountains are God's. Now we take it another step to the other side of the page, to Psalm 96. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru Miyom Leyom Yeshuato, Sapru Vagoyim Kivodo Bechol Ha'amim Niflotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, Humhu meod, Norahu, Al Kol Elohim, Yadai, Kikol Elohe, Hamim Elim Badonai, Shamayim Asa, Ovehadar, Lefanav Tiferet B'mikdasho, Yismechu Hashamayim B'tzagel Haaretz, Yiramayam Umlo, Yalo Sadai, V'cho Asher Bo, as Yadai, as Yiranenu Kol Atzeyar, Lifnei Adonai Kiva. Kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel betzedek, ve'amim be'emunato, yadadadadai, yadadadadai, yadadadadadai, 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 yai, die, 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 die. I have fallen off the wagon. I'm supposed to say lie, lie, lie. I'm saying die, die, die. I apologize. I grew up with die, die, die. It's almost like the Psalms are in order. That will only last for a few more, though. Psalm 97, page 132. Adonai Malach Tagel Haaretz Or zaru ala tzadik, ulishrei lev simcha. Or zaru ala tzadik, ulishrei lev simcha. Simchut tzadikim b'Adonai, ve'hodu l'zecher kodsho. Simchut tzadikim b'Adonai, ve'hodu l'zecher kodsho. Yednanai, 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 yednanai. Yadda-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Simchut tzadikim Adonai, ve'hodu l'zecher kodsho. Simchut tzadikim Adonai, ve'hodu l'zecher kodsho. Psalm 98, counting up all the greatest hits. Mizmor shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, ki niflaot asa, Hoshia lo yimino, uzro akocho, hodia Adonai Yeshuato, Le'nei hagoyim gilat tzidkato, zachachasto ve'emunato, leveit Yisrael, ra'u cholafsei haaretz, et Yeshuat Eloheinu, hariyu l'Adonai, kol haaretz, pitchu v'ranenu v'tzameru, Zamru l'Adonai b'chinor, chinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzrot v'kol shofar, hariyu lifnei hamelech Adonai, Yiram hayam umlo'o, tevel yoshveva, neharot imchachuchaf, Yachad harim yiranenu lifnei Adonai kiva, lishbot haaretz, yishbot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim b'nei sharim, yanai, yadai, yanai, yanai, Yadadai, 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 From 98 to Psalm 99, also known as my kids' favorite song. They know why it's their favorite. Chaya's figured it out. We'll see if Philip figures it out. He will once I get to that part. Adonai malach yirgezu amim Yoshev keruvim danu taret Adonai b'tzion gadol v'ramu al kol amim. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. It only works if everybody does it. Ki Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu L'hakadsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu L'hakadsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Gotta pay attention. You never know. So we jumped out of order. We're up to Psalm 29 now from 99. For this psalm, it is traditional to stand. If you are able to do so, you may stand and join us at this time. Mizmor LeDavid, Havu Adonai B'nei, Havu Adonai Kavod Va'od, Havu Adonai Kevod Shemo, Ishtachavu Adonai Behadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai Hamayim, El HaKavod Irim, Adonai Almayim Rabim, ay, Kol Adonai, Ba'koach, Kol Adonai Ve'adar, Kol Adonai, Shover Harazim, Shaver Adonai, V'tarzei Havanon, Vayarkidem, Kemo Egel, Levanon V'Sirion, Kemo Venremi, May, Kol Adonai, Chosef Lavodesh, Kol Adonai, Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai, Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai, Yechol Ayalot, Vayechesov, Yarot, Uvechalo, Klo Merkavod, ay, Adonai Lamabu Yashav, Yeshev Adonai, Melech Leolam, Adonai Os, Amo Yiten, Adonai Yevarech, Et Amo Vashalom, Yai, 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 Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the entirety of the Kabbalat Shabbat service. So in about 10 minutes, we'll start our regularly scheduled Mariv Shabbat service. We'll give people who are coming specifically for Mariv a chance to arrive. In the meantime, what is community, if not kibbutz? So this is a good opportunity for everybody to check in with each other, see what's going on. Anybody have anything they want to share with everybody here? Nobody will be able to hear you on the live stream because it only picks up the mic. But everybody in the room can hear you. Sorry for everybody listening online. Anything. Yeah, Evelyn. Did you enjoy it? Great. Shabbat Shalom. And thank you for joining us. You don't have to stand anymore, by the way. I realize I didn't say you may be seated, but yeah. Anybody else have anything they want to share? All right. Well, you've got what? 8 minutes? 9 minutes. 8.5 minutes. And then we will continue with our Mariv service, and we will get Shabbat started. Don't look outside. Shabbat Shalom, everybody! And another Shabbat Shalom for those of you who have already been here for half an hour. Appreciate everybody who came for the Kabbalat Shabbat service. I think that was very soulful and a lot of fun. And, of course, everybody who's joining us now from Mariv as well, as we prepare to welcome in the Sabbath. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express hopes of nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May the synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories, glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Okay. For our candle lighting this Shabbat, it is my honor to welcome up Evelyn Tenser. Amen. Yeshkochach. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Maya v'hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Maya v'hayom, Shabbat Shalom. How lovely today is! Shabbat Shalom. Now we've been talking about it for 33 minutes, about welcoming in the Sabbath bride. This is the prayer where we finally do that. We are on page 138 with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabla. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad, Ishmi'anu el ha'miuchad, Adonai echad, U'shemo echad, V'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabla. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki mekor habracha, Merosh mikedem nisucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabla. Lechadodi likrat kala. Pene Shabbat nekabla. Yaminus multiprosi. Yet Adonai taritzi. Hayarish ben Bartzi. Venish mecha benagila. Lecha dodi. Lecha dodi lekat kala. Pene Shabbat nekabla. Lecha kala. Pene Shabbat nekabla. At this time, we rise and we face the doors of the sanctuary as we welcome in Shabbat. Bo'vi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'tzahala, toch emunei am segula, bo'vi chala, bo'vi chala. Lecha Yodi, lecha dodi lekat kala, pene Shabbat nekabla, lecha dodi lekat kala, pene Shabbat nekabla. You may be seated. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Huni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Speaking of Psalms, teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. Chatzit Kaddish, page 144. Yikadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'amad divrach yirtei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayetcho beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uv'izman koriv, V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach. Viet Har, Viet Ramam, Viet Nase, Viet Adar, Viet Ale, Viet Halal, Shemei Kusha, Berichu, Leila, Min Kol Birchata, V'Shirata, Tush Bechata, V'Nechemata, Damiran Bama, Imru, Amen. Wrong way. There we go. All right, let's please rise as we turn to page 146, the Baruch, our call to prayer. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamborach. Ya Baruch Adonai Hamborach, Hamborach, Leolam Vaed. Hamborach, Hamborach, Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Oh, actually, wait, no, sorry. Stay. You should actually keep standing till we get through Shema. Ignore me. Well, maybe not leading, but that specific part, ignore. Oh God! You are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Well, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to their plan. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzavot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hamari v'aravim. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever, day and night. We will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Kim chayenu v'yorech yameinu v'hem negeh yomam v'layla v'aratcha tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai For real this time. Now you may be seated. V'ata et Adonai Elohecha, bechol levavcha, uvechol nafshecha, uvechol meodecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavcha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvlachtecha v'derech, uv'shachlecha uv'kumecha, uv'kshartam lot ayadecha, v'hayu letotafot peinenecha, uchtaftam amezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Lema'an tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'tem kedoshim le'elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Together. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. The earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered at Sinai. We bound ourselves to your way, inspired by prophets and instructed by sages time and again. We overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day where the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Page 158. Woo! Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Norah tehilot osef eleh, Norah tehilot osef eleh. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da da da. Ya da 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 da. Malchutcha Reuvanecha b'okei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze Eli anu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'nemar ki v'adad Adonai et Yaakov, Shalom yad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom, V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu L'shalom, V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Ushmor tzetzenu voenu l'chaim u'shalom me'atav yad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. It's customary for some to stand during this prayer. If you'd like to, please do so at this time. It also makes it easier to dance and do the moves, of course. Vishamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. Woo! Asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotat berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. Woo! Asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beinu uvein bnei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. Vishamru bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. Woo! Asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim, asa Adonai, et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. Woo! Asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. Woo! Asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth. And on the seventh day, God ceased from work and was refreshed. Deborah smiled. She got it. Please rise if you are able to do so as we enter the Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agidelatecha. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agidelatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umezi gula livnei bneihem, leman shemo be'ahava. Melech ozer Moshiach u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah gibor olam Adonai, mechaye hakol atah, Rav lehoshia. Mashiva ruach, Umorid Agashem. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסירים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, בנאמן אתה חיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, קדושים בכל יום ילדוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. And we continue silently. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael, bechol עת ובכל שעה, בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam, Tasim Leolam. So something strange happened to me the other day. I was getting ready to broadcast a UTRGV men's basketball game, and our director of basketball operations walks up to me. Nice guy, one of the few who wishes me a happy Hanukkah instead of happy holidays in December. And he also has wished me a happy Rosh Hashanah, and has tried and has asked me, what is the Hebrew word for this? What's the Hebrew word for that? So he comes over to me and he says, what do I say to a Jewish person for the new year? And I froze. I had no idea what to say to him. Weird, right? What would you say? Shana Tova, right? That makes sense. But in my head, Like I was struggling to separate that from Rosh Hashanah. That's the new year. What is this? Just they change a number on the Gregorian calendar. Why do I care? I do care, as I live in America, and I'm a citizen of the world. But it was a weird question to me because I was like, well, what does this have to do with me being Jewish? But then I thought back, just 2 days earlier, an Israeli man who was at one of our games, is the father of Noah Feller, a UTRGV women's basketball player, and he came over to me, and the first thing he said to me was Shana Tova. And I froze when he said that too. He must have thought I didn't even remember who he was. I hadn't seen him in months. I knew who he was, but I was just like, why are you wishing me Shana Tova? It's not the new year. I mean, it is the new year, but it's not the new year. And so it bothered me. This isn't the new year, is it? That was a few months ago. And then I thought about it some more. Was the one a few months ago the new year? Does anybody know how many New Years we have in Judaism? Chaya is guessing 2. Anybody else want to give a guess? Adults are welcome to. Oh, we got a correct answer there. It's 4. We have 4 New Years in Judaism. Anybody know what they are? You can shout it out. Well, Rosh Hashanah, which is around October, sometimes September, yes, which is the start of the calendar. Tu B'Shvat, the New Year for the trees, the only one that doesn't fall on a Rosh Chodesh. It's not on the first of the month. It's the 15th, hence 2. There are 2 others. One of them is a month before Rosh Hashanah, if you can believe it. It's the New Year for the animals. And the other one this year will fall on March 19th. It is the New Year for kings and holidays. Now, the kings part, not as relevant today. But the holiday calendar resets on the 1st of Nisan. So we probably typically think it's the first holiday of the year is Rosh Hashanah. Does anybody know what the first holiday of the year effectively is? Pesach. Good. I heard it. Yes. Passover, because it's in Nisan. The first holiday. First holiday of the holiday year, at least. So then I thought some more. I was like, wait a minute. There are 4 New Years, and then I've got this other New Year. And then I had another moment with somebody else where we were talking about, oh, this is our last broadcast of the year. Ha, ha, ha. And I was like, what are you talking about? We got one on Saturday. We got one on Monday. And then your mind is like, no, I mean the calendar year, not the academic year. It's like, right. There are other years. The athletic year, the season, right? We have so many years. Should we just say Shana Tova all year? Philip says no. Chaya says no. Luckily, we don't listen to kids. It's still appropriate. It is still an appropriate greeting. So if you get asked that question, because, sometimes well-meaning people will wonder, oh, well, this is different because you're Jewish. What's the answer can be, it's Shana Tova. Or as I told them, I just said, just wish me a Happy New Year. That works too. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2026. Or as I like to call it, Tevet of 5786. Did anybody else do the half-fast on Tuesday? Was it just me? It was fun, said no one who's ever fasted. All right. My sermons are short. So now is a good time, as we look around our congregation, we say a prayer for those who are in need of God's healing. We, of course, have in our minds Rivka bat Aaron b'simcha Shira, Pesach David ben Elisheva Shoshana, Yuam ben Vicky, Adi Shoshana bat Abraham Besara, Annabella, Leo Rivera, Tina Trevino, James Dutremaine, and Janet Jungling. If you know of anybody else that needs healing, whether it's physical, spiritual, or otherwise, you may say their name as I look to you. And if you know of anyone else, if you're watching online, you can put their name in the chat. You may speak their name in your heart. Even if you are here, you may do that as well. Not the chat part, but the in your heart part. And God will hear. Misheberach avotenu nekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu Mikor habracha labotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Prayer for our country. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen. A prayer for the state of Israel. Avinu Shabbat Shemayim Sur Yisrael v'Goalo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Simchat Goatenu. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead, and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who build and protect our holy land. Deliver them from danger. Crown the efforts with success. Establish peace in the land and fulfillment of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. As we reach the concluding portion of our service, we ask that you please rise. We go to page 586B, which means the bottom, for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latei tidula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu goye haratzot, velo samanu kimishrechot adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, v'go aleinu kechol amonam. V'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yoser haaretz u'moshe v'ikaro b'shamayim mimal u'shchinatu zo Pekav hemeromim, Hu Eloheinu enot, Emet malkeinu efezulato, Kakatu v'torato, V'yadatayom v'hashivota, elevavecha, Ki Adonai, Hu Elohim ba shamayim mimal, V'yaharetz mitachat einot v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad Shemo, Nu Shemo Echad. You may be seated. There are stars up above so far away, we only see their light long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we love, their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. Zichronim livracha. We, of course, remember those with the yahrzeit this week, those observing yahrzeit for Eleanor Asanoff Dunn, Erwin Hahn, Berth Reitberg, Edith Turberville, and Eliezer Wishkanevsky. And of course, we remember those who have passed in the last year, including Faith Winter, Raymond Drake Holmes, William Benter, Shirley Becker Hahn, Aaron Maisel, Kimberly Towner, and Adrian Rosa. If you are in a period of mourning, you may choose to rise and share the name of the person you are remembering at this time. If it is your custom to stand with those who mourn, you may now rise for the Kaddish. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah. V'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael. V'agala v'zman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mavorach le'olam omei omaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudisha b'richu. Leila min kol b'erchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, tamiran ba'alma v'yimru, amen. Yehi shlama rava min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us all, to all Israel and all the world. And we say, Amen. Hey, we've got a few announcements. Normally, I would call up a member of the board, and we have one here, Deborah, but I can't, and you're going to learn why in a second. She already knows. So, thanks for joining us. If you were a better person than me and took a name tag like you're supposed to, please return it on your way out. If you're attending remotely and you need to tell us something, hey, we've got a chat. We do check it. One more week off from religious school and Hebrew school, and we'll be back a week from Sunday. Next weekend, next Shabbat, Rabbi Farb will be back. He's been enjoying a nice rest, I hope. Hopefully his son's letting him sleep, maybe. Anybody who's a parent, we all know the truth. But he'll be back next Shabbat, and thank you to Victor and Carla for leading last week. And next week, we will have our second Friday Shabbat dinner. We didn't do it this week on the first Friday because winter break, a lot of families out, rabbis out. Figured just make it easier. So if anybody has a word for second that starts with F, please let me know. I will use it in the newsletter next week. A lot of birthdays this week. In fact, wait, wasn't your birthday this week, Deborah? Was it last week? I would have called you up. I'm sorry. Well, Deborah Getz had a birthday last week, so don't let her leave without saying happy birthday to her, please. I knew we had 3 board members who had birthdays in the last week, and I thought one of them was you. I apologize, Deborah. But the board members who did have birthdays were Jessica Gayoso, and then today, Dr. David Schneiderman and Michael Fallick, both celebrating birthdays. Jerry Schwartz also had a birthday. We love you too. No anniversaries this week that we are aware of, but if you know of anything awesome that's been happening in the community, simchas, births, new homes, promotions, awards, high scores in a video game, whatever, let us know, and we'll celebrate together. Shabbat Shalom, everybody! All right. Also, when we're done, please make sure you join us in the social hall for Oneg. But before we get to that, One more thing. Adon Olam. There's so many good tunes for Adon Olam. And Adon Olam is one of my favorites because it can be done to almost any tune. Does anybody have a favorite Adon Olam? Yeah? I'm not doing it at the Ghostbusters, but I could. I'll do it for you later. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra V'yacharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Oveh V'hu Yeh B'tifara V'hu Echad V'yein Sheni V'ham Shilo V'achvira V'li Reshit V'li Tachlit V'lo Ha'od V'ham Yisra V'hu Eli V'chai Goali V'tzor Chedli B'etzara V'hu Nisi Umanosli Minat Kosi V'yom Ekra V'yado Hafkid Ruchi V'yeti Shan V'ayira V'imruchi Geviati Adonai Li V'lo